With the release of Primeforge, you might be confused about what's the difference between Primeforge, Infraforge, and Mailforge. They all look similar, they all provide mailboxes and domains and automated setup. So what is the actual difference between Primeforge, Infraforge, and Mailforge, and which one should you choose? Well, let me explain it to you all quickly in a language that's simple to understand. We'll start off with Mailforge, the first product, the first email infrastructure product released by the Forge ecosystem. So Mailforge allows you to get mailboxes for $3 to $2 per mailbox per month. This is a super affordable option for those who want to do cold email outreach at scale. Also automatically set up and create mailboxes, right? However, Mailforge has shared infrastructure, meaning you're sharing the infrastructure with other people. So if anyone acts bad on the infrastructure and sends out spammy cold emails, phishing emails, and they destroy their reputation, your reputation might suffer. But because that doesn't happen with Mailforge, if you're just starting out, you're kind of piggyback riding on reputation built by other people, right? So Mailforge is great for starters, but for those who want to keep the infrastructure privately under their own control and obey their own limits, right, and scale however they want, for those who are experienced, you might want to look at Infraforge, because Infraforge is the same as Mailforge, just instead of shared infrastructure, you have private infrastructure. So the pricing is still super affordable, $4 to $3 per mailbox per month. The setup is still automated with the domains and mailboxes automatically set up, but the infrastructure is private, meaning everything only you can influence your deliverability. So if you're experienced, you'll have top-notch deliverability because you're following the best email sending practices, you're obeying all the limits, right? But if anything goes wrong and you start spamming, everything will crumble, right? So these two are super easy to understand. Now, what in the world is Primeforge? Well, Primeforge is a third way to diversify your whole infrastructure, because you shouldn't put all of your eggs in one basket, right? Usually the biggest and smartest users of Salesforge, the Forge ecosystem, distribute their infrastructure across couple providers like shared, private infrastructure, and perhaps Gmail or Outlook. And that's what Primeforge is. Primeforge provides Google Workspace and Microsoft 365 mailboxes with all automated setup for more affordable than Gmail or Outlook themselves, right? So if you were paying directly for Gmail or Outlook, you would be paying a lot more than if you bought from Primeforge. As you can see, it's half the price with the setup all automated. And Primeforge is designed to prepare those mailboxes for cold email outreach. So you have automated account and profile picture setup, automated DNS setup for your domains. You can easily manage the mailboxes in bulk, and you can upload and connect those mailboxes to any email sending software like SendGrid, SmartLead, Salesforge, whatever it is, right? And this way you can do tricks like ESP matching. If you're reaching out to prospects who use Google, you use your own Google mailboxes. If you reach out to prospects who have Outlook accounts, you use your own Microsoft mailboxes. This increases deliverability. Basically, what Primeforge is again a third option that helps you distribute the risk of burning your infrastructure, right, across 3 points: shared, private, and Google and Microsoft. And this way you reduce the risk. If anything happens to one batch of your mailboxes and the infrastructure burns, you're not finished. You're still there. You have 2 infrastructures, shared or private, and Google and the Microsoft mailboxes, which are super reputable, right? They have huge reputation. So this is what Primeforge is. That's how all of these email infrastructure providers, that's how they stack, right? There's no right or wrong. One of them isn't the best. There's no best. All of them have different features and different use cases. Well, the use case is still the same, right? Cold email. But one is shared, one is private, and one is Google, Microsoft, for a lot cheaper than if you bought directly from Google or Microsoft. So if you have any questions or would like an in-depth comparison, please let me know in the comments down below. Otherwise, I suggest you take a look at the video here where I compare Primeforge with other Google and Microsoft resellers. It was me, Sam. Have a good one and peace.